Hollow Knight randomizers are super fun. The Pale Court mod is super fun. So what happens if you combine them? Well, insanity, that's what happens. Today I'm doing a Hollow Knight randomizer, but I'm going for the Pale Court ending. And in order to do that, we need a lot of things. First, we need all 3 Dreamers, just like a normal run, but that's to defeat White Defender, not the Hollow Knight. Then, we need to get Shade Cloak and beat Trader Lord to fight Drya. We need the City Crest to fight Hegemal. We need to do the Delegate Flower quest to fight Zamir. And we need access to Isma's Grove to fight Isma. Oh, and we need Dreamnail to even be able to fight them in the first place. And once they've all been defeated, we need to go to Godhome to answer the Champion's Call. So, that's quite a lot, right? And in this run, I have everything except for journal entries randomized. And this was my first randomizer ever. So, let's not waste any more time and let's begin. Ooh, a stagnant start, okay. Oh yeah, did I mention that even our starting location is randomized? Here we spawn in Stagnus, which is basically a better King's Pass since we can just drop down there anyways, but we also get access to a bunch of checks in Howling Cliffs and also immediate green path access. We have Isma's, and only 3 minutes into the run, and we already have our first major item. Isma's tier is especially good here, because not only does it give us access to more areas and green path and crossroads, but it's also an easy way into Isma's Grove later on. Now, things progress pretty normally. Just grabbing grubs, charm notches, canceling Silksong, you know, the usual. And then we get our first Pale Ore, which is great since that will let us upgrade our nail more in the future. We have to beat some really hard bosses in this run, so we will need all the help we can get. And then, we find yet another major item. Yep, I definitely got baited with that one. But despite this, we actually find something just after. Okay. We finally got our first spell. This will help with damage a lot, especially if we can find Shriek too. Hello everyone. Welcome to my first randomizer. No, I'm not gonna lie, I completely stole that from Scurry. Here we get our 4th Mass Shard, and then Trampass, which will let us access a bunch of areas later on.
Eggs!
How are you doing, Elderbug? I'll talk to you. Money, that's expensive as heck. More money. Even more money. I'll buy a grub. No problem with the grub. Alright, that was mediocre. What do we have? Geo. What? Wings for 3 grubs? What? Cloak as well? Oh my god. Grubs are the best thing ever. Please tell me I have enough. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Oh, baby. Yeah, so that's one of the most stacked grub fathers I think I've ever seen. 2 movement abilities and only 6 grubs is insane. And things really just opened up for us. Hello? What? What? I don't think I've ever seen a check fall from the heavens like that before, but we can't really complain since Dreamnail is required for the Pale Court ending. Is there anything good behind grub? I don't know, but it's a grub, we're buying it. There's nothing good behind this. What is this? Fresh organic dream plant orbs sourced from local independent dream plant farms. Please support your hardworking neighborhood dream moths. What? Givelin, mas, Givelin, mas. Dive is amazing. Dive is insane. Dive is so insane. Quill. Just what I wanted. Just what I needed. Isn't there a check right there? Ow. Oh, don't. Please. I don't want to die. What you got? What you got? So yeah, we already found our first dreamer. And you know what that means, right? Infected crossroads. But that also means we only have 2 dreamers left to go before we can start accessing Pale Court content. Anyways, time for a collection montage. Yeah, so that was an hour of check collecting, by the way, condensed into just 1 minute. We got some pretty good things. We got some grubs, which is going to be very important later on, you'll see. We also got some Palor, which will let us get another nail upgrade in the future. We also got a Abyss Streak, which will help us do a ton more damage and also allow us to do Shogos, which isn't required for anything, but it's just a fun little thing to do. And really importantly, we got the City Crest, which will allow us to fight Hegemol. Simple key. Okay, there we go. We need a simple key to get into God Home, so this is actually pretty good. And now, any extra simple keys that we get can be used for Waterways or the Egg Shop. And now, it's time for more checking and boss beating. Boom! Did I scare you? Oh my god! Crazy! And there we go, the next big item we needed to do some Pelcore content, on top of just being a great upgrade and potentially even required to find the rest of the Dreamers. All my homies love wait, I misspelled Shade Cloak. I accidentally wrote Shade Clock in the script. Dude, it's just Geo. It's just all Geo. Thanks for the D boost. Palor. Wait, that's another no upgrade, isn't it? Eggs! Dreamer. Does that count towards White Defender, I wonder? It does, so that only leaves one more Dreamer, and then we can start accessing the Pelcore content. Awoken Dream now. I can now enter White Palace. D-Dark? Oh my gosh, I'm winning. I am winning so good right now. And now we have Descending Dark. Descending Dark is really good because Descending Dark gives you iframes, which stop you taking damage. It also does a lot of damage. Stop dying to video game bosses and just use Descending Dark. Oh, thanks for the Spore Shroom, I guess. This will be relevant later. White Fragment. I don't need that, but thank you, I guess. I can't do all this, can I? Oh, another simple key. That's the second one or third one? That's my third one, no? At this point, I had all 3 simple keys I needed, which is 1 for God Home access, 1 for Waterways access, and then 1 for Egg Shop access. There are 4 in the game, but the 4th one just goes to the Pleasure House, which has 0 checks. So with that in mind, I make my way into the Waterways. Oh my god, you're kidding. I have such a broken build now. What? Dude, the Champions calls will be so easy. And we can fight Grimm? Okay, Waterways is paying off. Alright, Corny. Oh my god. Cornifer, you're a legend. I will never, ever, ever, ever speak ill of you again. Ever. I bow to you, sir. I bow. That's insane. So now that we have Claw and Wings, we pretty much have access to the entire map. All that's left is Crystal Heart, I think. At this point, I start running out of checks, so I just go ahead and put on Spore Shroom and get those checks. Oh my goodness. Oh hey, look, and there's Crystal Heart. Well, now we just need the last Dreamer, which could take a while. VS. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I take a bow, a bow, a bow. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Grimm, how could you? Imprison a poor grub? Oh, amazing! Oh my god! Grimm Flame 9 has been acquired. Lantern has finally been acquired. Unbreakable Greed. Insane. I have collected all 10 Grimm Flames, by the way. King's Brand. Spell Twister for 3. King Soul. Wow. We actually got Void Heart before we got the last streamer. It's funny because most of the time people go for true ending, so this would be great. But this time I don't even care about the Hollow Knight. Oh, please. Please tell me it's over now. And we finally got the last streamer from a Grimmkin of all things, which required Grimchild, which required 22 grubs. So yeah, I've sped through this pretty fast, but this run had been going on for almost 6.5 hours at this point. But now, it's go time. First up on the hit list is White Defender. Well, riveting gameplay. Alright. Next on the hit list is Drya. So here I encountered a weird bug where for some reason, with the mod additional maps enabled, you cannot enter the Drya fight. So I left the game, disabled it, and came back. There we go, that fixed it. Weird that additional maps, of all things, would cause something like that to happen. There we go. That was a scuffed fight, but I knew I could tank its maker, so no problems. And that is the first of many. Next up on the hit list is Hegemol. And here we go. Good thing entering a dream restores your health, because otherwise I would be completely cooked. And here's some sped up footage of me getting completely cooked anyways, because this boss is nutty. Oh, wait, that's it. That's right. Next on the hit list, Zamare. And now enjoy this super duper sped up footage of me doing the flower quest totally very successfully on my first try. And totally did not jump into the spikes at the very end during the very last jump. No, why would I do something like that? Oh my god. I can't believe that. I tried to just stall like that. That was it right there. Okay, alright. Indeed. Okay, how about this time? Second tries the charm, right? Or something like that? Yeah, spoiler alert. This one was actually a success. I hope I don't induce a seizure with this. Okay, definitely totally first try. Nice. So I only have one more. It's only Isma. And then I think I can do Champion Skull? Not mistaken? I am indeed not mistaken, as the last one on the hit list is Isma. There we go. And on that note, all the Pale Court bosses have been defeated. The last thing there is to do for this run is to answer the champion's call and got home. This run has almost been going on for 8 hours at this point, and I started it at midnight, so you can only imagine how tired I was, and finally ready to put an end to this insane randomizer. So I actually ended up getting interrupted during my first attempt, so here's my first real attempt. And I'm totally not saying first real attempt because I ended up dying the moment I returned. Totally not. Why would something like that happen?
fino. Trastegno. Sango. Sango. Crustia. Lamehon. Gracia. Gracia. Crustia. Ha. Demos. Trastegno. Ciao. Yetsha. Crustia. Trastegno. Demos. Lamehon. Gracia. Sango. Ciao. No son fino. Trastegno. Ciao. Trastegno. Sango. Gracia. Crustia. Gracia. Crustia. Lameho. Esh. Demos. Yetsha. Lamehon. Gracia. Demos. Yetsha. Demos. Trastegno. Esh. Crustia. Demos. Ciao. Sango.
Ooh, there we go. There we go. Since second try or third try? Dang. And there it is. Oh my god, that was 7.5 hours. That was so long. Oh my goodness. And so there it is. That is a Hollow Knight randomizer for Pale Court ending. Yeah, that took a long time, and starting at midnight was definitely not the wisest idea, but I'm glad we got it done anyways. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for joining me on this amazing adventure. Massive, massive shout out to the Pale Court team for making such an incredible mod, and to Team Trey for making such an incredible game to begin with. And when this video comes out, it will be less than 24 hours until Silksong releases. So, I'll see you all soon on the road ahead.
Eggs!